Alright. Let's take our hood off because we can't have our hood on in school, right? Because that's
Bald!
We're gonna put our hood
Did you see a dare dressed as Goodwin Reaper for Halloween?
Alright, guys, hey, let's listen for a second. I feel like before lunch, we were kind of silly. We did our weekend stuff, everything, right? But let's lock in, okay?
Worse.
What?
I feel like we're worse than last time.
I know, so we're gonna, that's in our control. We can be better, right? We could focus. Because if we don't learn this now, we're gonna have to do it again on Monday. And then you guys are gonna have to do it again after Thanksgiving break. So why don't we focus now? Okay, so we don't have to give you stuff. She's still not back up here. I don't know where she went.
Really?
I'll let her know you stepped up though and have her
Miss
email you,
Ann
okay?
reminds you of? Mrs. Cintiq.
And then, if you guys don't listen now, we'll have to give you stuff to take home over Thanksgiving break. And we don't want that, do we?
Mine. She's
I have Marty wants to.
keep our
I'm being serious. We don't want that, do we?
Mine.
No. Okay, so let's focus. We're gonna have a couple people volunteer to come up to the board. We're gonna do one more problem together and then we'll have some people volunteer and then you guys are gonna do it on your own, okay? So we have to really lock in. Sound good? Do you know where we left off? Alright, so we're starting at number 11, okay? We'll do this one together. So we get a little refresh and then I'll have you guys come to the board, okay? So I'm gonna have every single one of you come up to the board. So let's pay attention so we're ready. Sound good? Alright, number 11. So this is, let's see.
Y equals negative 1/3 plus 2 and y equals just 1/3 of.
I think I'm mixed up.
Wait, why are you mixed
My pages are all backwards.
up?
Alright, so what did you say? You want to read it to me, Martin?
So there's y equals negative 1/3 x plus 2, and there's y equals 1/3 x, which is probably 0.
So you said 1, okay.
1/3 x.
Alright, so doing this together, this M, let's raise our hand, we're on number 11, the last problem that we left off on. Y equals 1/3 x plus 2, that's the first equation that we're given. So we're looking here, what's our M? You know, Martin? Negative 1/3. Perfect. Okay? Now we're looking at the second equation that we're given. What is M? What do we think? Someone else. Josh, what do you think? What's our slope from this equation or our M? 1/3.
1/3 what?
Alright. Nope. We're just looking for M. The X is a different thing. Are you confused?
Yes.
What are you confused about?
Everything.
Well, explain it to me so we can figure it out.
What do you mean when you get 1/3?
What do you say?
What do you mean when you get 1/3?
Oh, is the 1/3
You look at-
in the
Are you the teacher?
Yes.
No, you're not.
No, you're not, Connor.
Alright.
Connor or.
Where do we get the 1/3 from? What do you think, Owen?
Yeah, oh, up there.
So this is our negative
Yeah.
1/3 because that's M, right? When we look at this equation,
Yeah.
this is M.
Yeah.
So that's our slope. So it's just negative 1/3. Okay. Now we look at the second equation we're given, y equals 1/3 x. What is this right here?
1/3.
What is 1/3 though? In place of n. Okay, so we dropped it down. M equals 1/3. That's our slope, right? Does that clear things up a little bit?
Yes.
Okay. So all we need to find is the slope from each equation, and now we need to say, is it perpendicular, or is it parallel, perpendicular, or neither?
Would it be both since it's a negative and they're like the same?
Alright, that's a good question.
My guess is perpendicular.
So we're guessing. That's all we're guessing right now?
It's the guess game.
No, we
Yay!
have answers right here. Parallel is
Equals.
equal.
Perpendicular.
Are these equal?
No.
Is negative 1/3 and 1/3 equal?
No.
No. So it can't be parallel, right? So, alright, can't be both, that's out of the question, right? is it a negative reciprocal or a
Yes.
negative opposite?
Yes.
So you have negative 1/3
We're not opposite.
and you have positive, so is you're correct on negative and positive. Are these opposite?
No.
No. So can that be perpendicular?
No.
Why do you say yes? Are these opposite? 1/3. What's the opposite of 1/3?
0, 1.
3/1. Are these opposite?
No, I don't know the question. I didn't kind of question.
It's okay. I think you're overthinking it. 1/3 and 1/3, are those the same or opposite? They're the same. So they can't be a negative, reciprocal, or opposite.
Wait, no, they're actually saying one of them's negative.
But they need to be negative and opposite.
Yeah, one of them's negative, one of them's positive.
One's negative, one's positive. Now are they opposite though?
No.
No. So they can't be perpendicular, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so are they parallel, perpendicular, or neither?
Neither.
Neither. Does that make sense? Why?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you get it, Josh? Yeah? Do you wanna come up and do the next one? So make sure you wrote down the slopes, but also put down neither. Okay, cause it's not perpendicular or parallel.
Yeah.
Okay? Do you have a question here? Okay. Alright, Josh, you wanna do the next one? Yeah.
I don't know 12.
Here, I'll help you with it.
Josh, it's the same thing that we did on number 9.
No, but it's 6 y and 3 y.
Okay, I'm wrong.
Okay, let's do this one together then, okay? So we are given x plus 6y
Equals 30.
equals 30.
And y.
Alright, we're gonna stop right there. Is this, I'll write this above, is this set up in y equals mx plus b?
No.
No. So what do?
We minus 6.
Oh yeah, you're ready to go. Okay, you want a minus 6 or do you want to keep the y on this side? What do you think?
On that side.
You probably want to keep y on this side because
Yeah.
it is over here. So let's get this x over here. How do we get x over there? What do you think, Martin? We subtract it.
Minus 1.
Alright, so we have 6y
Seriously?
equals negative x plus 30. Is this set up into this formula? Alright, we have one yes. What do you think? Is this equation right here set up to look like this?
Yeah, can
Do you think yes too?
No.
Okay, why do you think no?
Oh my god. Wait. Is that a subtraction or like a negative?
Y equals mx plus b.
No, next to the x had a negative.
That's a negative. It's okay if that's negative, but is this set up like this? You think yes? Okay, we have 2 yeses. Anybody else want to give an opinion? What do you think?
Yes.
Alright, so you guys are all saying yes. Why are you saying yes? Why do you think? Okay, so you think just because there's a y, x, and a b?
Wait, no, it's fine.
Oh, okay. Why do you think no?
Because there's no number in where m is. It's just a negative sign.
Well, this can be -1, right? There's an imaginary number, but we need y by itself. We need to get rid of this 6. How do we get y by
You
itself?
minus 6.
Why did you divide?
Oh, it's just times.
This is being multiplied, so we're gonna divide by 6.
Can you write this down?
Yep, you should be writing this
Oh
down.
my god.
Just can't make sure.
Shepherding.
Yes, it is.
So y equals -1 over 6x. What is 30 divided by 6?
30 divided by
Fine.
6.
Is this now set up
Yeah.
like this?
Yeah.
Okay, I agree. What is our slope? Who can tell me what the slope is from this equation?
5.
No, 1
1
6.
6.
1 6.
1/6 or what?
Negative 1 6.
Okay. How about we do this, guys? I feel like we're kind of just guessing and we're trying to do it really quick. Let's slow it down, okay? I really want you guys to think before we yell out the answers. So you guys are gonna really have to think, look up here, look at the things that are on the board. Look at, we have, these equations are up here twice. We know that m is our slope, so we shouldn't guess that 5 is, right? Because we know that m is in place right here. So let's take our time, sound good? This was just one of the problems. Now we have to solve the other equation to find the slope. Okay? So, let's see. I'm gonna rewrite this and move it down here a little bit.
Wait, rewrite the problem?
Oh, no.
She's just rewriting the,
Oh, tell me, I'm
no, not the problem,
No, you did it right.
the parallel and the perpendicular.
Okay. So, that was our first equation we're given. The second equation that we were given was 3y equals 18x minus 6. Alright, let's think about this for a second. Cam, do you have this written down?
Yeah,
Okay. Josh, what do you think? Is this equation set up in this form?
Wait,
We're not shouting out. You think that this equation is set up in this form? Yeah? Okay, why do you think that?
Shoot, I forgot.
You wanna phone a friend?
Why? Sorry.
It's not, how come? Cam, what do you think? How come it's not?
Because there's still a number in front of the y.
Yeah, right, we
Right.
wanna get y by itself, okay? So how do we get y by itself? What is happening between this y and this 3 right now?
Subtract 3. I think.
We are going to divide, but why? What's happening between these? What operation? They're being multiplied, so now we're gonna divide. So let's divide 3 by everything. So y equals, I'll let you guys take a second, let's make sure we're writing it down.
Where do you want to write it down?
Still number 12.
We're at number 12 still. Alright, I need Josh, get ready with your calculator. What is 18 divided by 3?
6.
So we have 6x. What is negative 6 divided by 3?
2.
Negative 2.
Negative 2.
Nothing close.
Are we done?
No.
Does this equation
Yes.
look like this?
Wait, yes it does.
Yeah. Because this y is by itself, right? Okay. Who wants to tell me what the slope is from this? What do you think, Connor? So our slope, which is m, equals 6. So we have both of our slopes, right? Does everyone have it down? Good,
Where the 2 points?
good. I think that's a good idea, Josh, how you split your box in half. That way you could put both equations.
Yeah, but how you split like a parallel or neither or something?
Okay, so now let's look at it. We have 2 slopes. Is it parallel? Are these 2 slopes equal to each other?
No.
Raise your hand if you think yes. You think that these 2 slopes are equal to each other? Okay, so then it can't be parallel, right? We're not guessing.
What?
We're not guessing.
Yeah, Marge,
I wasn't.
Yeah, Marge, we're not guessing.
Alright, you wanna explain it to us? You think that these are perpendicular?
Negative 1 to 6 and then an imaginary 1 underneath the 6.
I love it.
Simple.
Okay, so Martin is correct. They are perpendicular because why?
These are opposites.
So they're opposites and they are
Negative.
Yeah.
one's negative, one's positive,
Yeah.
and they're opposite, so they're flip-flopped. So make sure you put this perpendicular sign next to it so that so we know that you got perpendicular. So this is just adding an additional step, guys. Before you were able to pull the slope right out and say it was either parallel or perpendicular. Or now this time we had to solve it to get it set up into y equals mx plus b to get the slope and then to tell if it's perpendicular, parallel, or neither. Okay? Alright, so that was number 12. 13, do we think we can get a volunteer to come up?
Hey.
Someone feel comfortable to do it? You wanna do it?
Let's
Okay.
go. Lewis, his hand. His hand is raised by his shoulder.
Alright, so let's write, here you go. 13, you have 5x
Minus y equals 4.
minus, you said, minus y. So that's one of your equations, and then the second one is
Y
y.
equals -1/5 x plus 7.
Alright, good luck. While he's doing that, guys, let's try to solve it on our own, okay? Sound good? Alright, let's see. So let's draw a line because I think that's gonna help organize it. So let's solve this equation. Is that set up in y equals mx plus b?
Pardon. All fives are.
How do we get it to look like that? Here, you let him,
What?
Connor, you do your work and he'll do his, okay? So, let's get this 5x over here. How do you get 5x over here? It's positive, so you subtract it, yep. So if you subtract it, minus 5x, minus 5x, you're left with negative y equals negative 5x plus 4. Are you done? Is this y by itself? There's nothing in front. Okay, so there's a negative, it's negative y right now. How do we get this to not be negative y?
My jet's wrong. It's actually -5.
Okay, so you're left with y
It's
equals
not
All
five.
fives are
5x plus 4.
No matter what it
Does
is.
this now look like y equals mx plus b? Okay. Is this set into y equals mx plus b? Okay, so what are your slopes? Pull out both your slopes, and then let me know if it's parallel, perpendicular, or neither. Alright, so let's think for a second. Are you trying to divide? Okay, so yeah, let's do this. So minus 5x.
Every time you do +5.
You don't have to put that sign, because that means divide, so just leave minus 5x. Okay, and then do it over here. Good. So that does what? That cancels these out, and what are you left with? Here, keep that open, because you got it right. Drop down what's left. Or, drop down what's left. Don't forget the minus. Equals. Negative 5x. Plus 4. Is this y by itself? How come? Okay. So how do you get rid of that negative? Yeah. Not by y, you're just dividing by negative 1.
Helps me.
Divide by negative 1. Yep, and divide by negative 1. So y equals, what's negative 5 divided by negative 1? Positive 5. What's negative, or what's positive 4 divided by negative 1? Yep, so minus 4. Are you set up now like this? Yep, so what is your slope? Have you guys got to that point yet?
No, I am so confused.
Alright, we'll go over it. So it's just
Yeah.
negative 5, or sorry, just 5,
Yeah,
yep, just 5. Is this equation set up like that?
Oh, shoot.
So what's your slope?
This is not what we did on Monday when you were not here.
Oh yeah, I know, cause we built off of it. Are these
That's painful.
parallel or perpendicular?
Yeah, I know it does. This is
It's
impossible.
like it's thrown in my leg.
Yeah.
My leg is straight.
Listen,
Yes.
if we get chips, we do this.
That's parallel.
That's gonna be part of our homework, or our in-class work. Alright, let's talk about this. So a lot of us said, oh my gosh, this is like a thorn in my leg. Oh my gosh, this is so hard.
I'm with Owen.
I don't know what.
I think that you guys are being dramatic.
We did
I
learn
have
this on Monday, we
fun.
only did.
Alright, so let's talk about it. Let's learn it now.
This is
I
trauma.
just,
You guys aren't, you're gonna keep thinking it's hard if you don't listen. Okay? So how about we listen and be open-minded to it? We'll talk in a second. Alright. So we first looked at this problem, right? You guys wrote it down, 5x minus y equals 4. Is that set up in this y equals mx plus b? No, it's not, right? So Martin did a good job. He tried to get this y by itself, so the first thing that he did was subtract 5x on both sides. He was left with negative y equals 5x plus 4. He just dropped everything down, right? Then he looked at this. Was he done? Was this equation, or is this equation the same as y equals mx plus b? What do you guys think? Everyone besides Martin. Cam, what do you think?
Huh?
You did a good job with this. Is this y, negative y equals negative 5x plus 4, was that set up like y equals mx plus b? No, how come? Because the negative sign, right? So how did you get rid of this negative sign? You divided by negative 1. You had to divide everything by negative 1, right?
Wait, it's parallel?
No, we're going over it. Okay?
oh,
It's okay.
God dang it.
It's okay. This is how you guys learn, right? We have to try it, and you have to fail sometimes to learn how to do it correctly, right? Okay, everyone's with me? Thorn in the leg, you're with me? What question do you have?
None,
What part gets
13.
confusing?
none.
That's the only way I can help you understand it a little bit better. And maybe your question everyone else has too.
Yeah, but everyone has the same question.
Okay, so what's your question? You understand at this point how we are trying to get our equation to look like this, right? Okay, so how about you help me through this one? So after we divide by negative 1, you're left with what? Y equals 5x minus 4. Is this equation now set up in this form? Yeah. What is our slope? 5, right? Because we know that slope is m, so we pulled out the 5, so good. Martin did 5, and we know that it's over an imaginary 1, right? So m equals 5 over 1. Everyone with me?
I was thinking of perpendicular, which I actually written on parallel.
It's okay. Yeah, we'll fix it. Okay. Looking at this next problem, do we have to do anything to this equation? What do you think, Billy? Is this equation set up in y equals mx plus b? Do these two look like each other?
No.
You don't think so?
Yeah,
How come?
actually, I do.
Why'd you say no at first?
I,
Kinda guessing?
yeah.
So if you really look at it, y equals mx plus b, right? So it's set up in the same equation. So we don't even have to do any work. All we have to do is pull out the slope, which is
Negative 1 over 5.
because slope and m are the same thing. So that was where our m would be. So we just pull it out, negative 1 over 5, which Lauren did a good job.
Yeah.
So we have our two slopes, 5 over 1 and negative 1 over 5. At first, we look at these, are they parallel? Are these the same?
No.
No, so we just
They're
cross it in.
neither.
We just cross it out, right?
Oh,
Are
neither.
they negative and opposite? Let's
Yes.
see. We have a positive 1 over 5, and then we have a negative, or positive 5 over 1,
Oh.
negative 1 over 5.
It's perpendicular.
So yes, it is perpendicular
Yeah.
because one's positive, one's negative, and the numbers are opposite, they're flip-flopped. See? It's pretty easy, right?
Maybe.
Maybe?
Definitely.
Hey, that is positivity right there.
Oh my
said
God.
I said it, which means kind of negative actually, fun fact.
Fun fact, I like the positivity.
No, positivity is evil.
Alright, we're gonna do 14.
Are they both?
So far, yep.
Owen, you or
Do I have a volunteer for number
You are
14?
equal, he says.
I have it. Kim, you wanna try it out?
What?
I
was
think you're a
perpendicular.
good boy.
Oh, no.
You wanna try it out?
No.
Come on.
No.
You
Yeah,
are
let's try it.
inside 9.
I'll help you with it.
I'll try
They're
it.
evil, what?
Just like your
I'll
mom.
try it.
You already tried one.
Fine.
Oh, yes. Yes, you can do it.
Yay.
oh my god.
Alright,
Connor.
we have 5x.
You're the only one that hasn't gone up.
Alright, well, Cam's working on it, you guys are doing it on your own, okay?
Wait,
What?
wait, it's 14.
Oops, I messed up, sorry.
Sam, I need a new eraser.
Connor just
And
Sam,
What?
I need a new eraser for my pencil.
Alright, I'll get you one.
Connor is just
what?
If I wanted to.
Oh, and if you go under over there, you know where all the pencils are, there's erasers.
I think that's
Okay.
the one before one.
Alright, guys, we're not talking, we're doing it on our own. Alright, here you go, Cam. So let's figure this out. Does this look like this?
No.
No. How do we do it? What do you think? Let's keep the y on this side. Yeah, so how do you get that negative, or how do you get that 3x over here? Yeah. Good. And you have to do it on both sides, right? So you're left with, you drop down what you didn't use yet. So negative y equals, we want it to look like mx plus b, so what do you think to put first? We want it to look like this, so negative 3x. Yep, x. And it's is that a positive 2 or negative 2? Yep. Okay, this is just like the last one. Is this y by itself yet? Okay, so is this y by itself yet? No. How do you get it by itself? So that does drop down y now because it's by itself. So what is negative 3 divided by negative 1? What's a negative divided by negative? 3, yep. Okay, what? Is it, so positive 2 divided by negative 1
Oh,
is
no,
going to be
if it's
positive divided by negative
yeah,
is
just turn it into the positive.
negative. So it's
I don't know, not that. It's like the number. I thought it was negative
Cool.
1.
Now what's your slope?
3. No, I was like,
Negative 3 divided by
What's your slope?
no, actually, like, I was usually 2 and mine's 3. And I was like,
Just
well, your 3
multiply
is
by
all
that.
3. Where's negative 3?
Here, I'll come over there, Owen.
That's wrong.
Oh, good.
Who knows what to do?
Alright, now you have to go to this other equation and do the same thing, the same steps over here to get it to look like this. Okay, I'm gonna help Owen really quick. Alright, let's see. Where are you stuck?
Everywhere.
Okay, so minus,
I don't know, well, you know, when I'm 14.
yes, you're right. Good. So you did a good job. The first thing you did was good. You subtracted 3x. So you were left with a negative y, good job, equals, what do you have left here?
Negative 1. It's negative 1.
No, because you subtracted 3x on both sides.
Yeah, and it was 2.
Can you combine 2 and negative 3x? Are those like terms?
No.
No. So you have to keep them separate. Okay? It does. Remember when we started solving equations and you combine like terms? Can 2x and 2 be combined?
No.
How come?
Because one has a letter and one of them doesn't.
Right, so same thing here. 3 has a letter and 2 doesn't. So you have to keep them separated like this. And then you already started correctly with that next step. You're dividing by negative 1 to get y by itself, right? So make sure you do that to all of them. And what do you get from there?
Positive 1.
You get
Wow,
y.
not positive 1, positive y.
Yep, good.
Y equals. Negative 3 divided by 1.
Need some help? Alright, good. So what do you drop down? What have you not used? Negative 4. equals.
All at night.
Drop this down here. Negative 12 x.
Is, yeah, it's March saying.
Negative 12 x.
What?
Positive or negative 4?
What?
Positive 4.
I don't get it.
That equals plus 4. Okay. Is this y by itself? How do you do it by itself? Divide by, yep. Negative 4. So that cancels out, so y drops down. What is negative 12 divided by negative 4? Negative divided by negative is a positive, but 3 is correct, good. X. What is 4 divided by negative 4? Yeah, negative 1. Okay,
Now what's your slope?
so yep, what's your slope? Yep, so both of your slope, you have 3 and you have 3. Yeah, so it's parallel. Good.
Heading over water,
Oh, wasn't that
I
bad?
think I can read.
Oh my god. Alright. So Cam did a really good job, guys. If you need to reference it, let's look up here.
You did it right.
Let's see, so you got parallel?
Yes.
What'd you get? Perpendicular. How come you got perpendicular?
How come?
You leave me hanging?
You hit her with the pencil.
You good? You're almost there?
I'm
Almost there?
Hey.
I'm not gonna raise it. You almost done?
It's so boring.
Don't distract people. Did you get it, Owen?
Is she going around there?
Hey, they're still working, so let's not talk about it. That's distracting. I put your seat down.
Yeah, Connor.
And just, if you want, you can go on to the next one.
Isn't the next one the same as the one we just did?
I can't.
Oh, am I in your way? You could just say, Miss M, can you please move? Make sure you write it down. You did pretty good job.
Miss M.
No. Come on. At number 13? Yeah, it's positive. Oh, yep, it's positive.
So it would be the same as y equals mx plus b.
Yeah. So what's that imaginary number in front of it?
What did I do?
No, nothing, you just keep it as is. So what's your
You're
score?
going by yourselves now?
M equals.
We're doing one more together.
Is it m equals 1?
Yep. Actually, we have 2 more.
And then I'm just-
At least
We're gonna go through 15 and 16 together, okay? And then you guys are gonna be on your own, so you get to do a bunch on your own.
Yeah.
Now, they're all good.
What is this supposed to
Are we just
show?
doing 7, 8, and 9, 10?
Wait, are we gonna do it?
Alright, so let's talk about this. I know some people are still finishing it, but let's go through it together, okay? So Cam did a really good job. He looked at this first equation and realized this is not set up like y equals mx plus b, right? The first thing that we need to look at, are these set up the same? Which they're not. Y is not by itself, so he was trying to get y by itself. First thing he did was subtract 3x on both sides. Everyone got that, right? Okay. After he did that, he was left with negative y, he dropped it down, equals negative 3x plus 2. Again, he looked at this equation and said, is negative y equals negative 3x plus 2, is it the same as this? Is y by itself? What do you think, Josh? Y by itself here? No, it's not, right? So that's why we had to keep solving. Because it was a negative y, we had to get it to be positive y. Y needs to be by itself. He divided by negative 1 to get y equals 3x minus 2. Does this equation now look like y equals mx plus b?
I can see, so.
Or y equals
Yes.
3x plus b. Is y
Yes.
by itself? Yes. So then he was able to pull out his slope, right? Which was positive 3. Okay? Looked at the next equation. How are you? Are you looking for Nicole?
No, grabbing something.
Okay. Looked at the next problem, guys. Let's focus, okay? Is this equation set up like y equals mx plus b? Do those look the same? No. Okay, we have to get y by itself. So we subtracted 12x on both sides, drop down negative 4y equals negative 12x plus 4. Is y by itself yet?
No.
No. Divide by negative 4 by everything to get y equals 3x minus 1. Does this equation,
Yes, yes.
I feel like I'm like a broken record, it's probably getting annoying, but this is what you're gonna hear every single time you do this problem, okay?
Is the Y by itself?
Is the y by itself?
C.
Yes.
Sí, señor.
Are you guys gonna hear my voice in your head when you do this?
I think we should speak Spanish so you
No.
understand
No.
us.
Okay, so what's our slope?
Yeah, I'll be crazy.
N equals
Three.
negative
3. Are these slopes the same? Are they equal? Does 3 equal 3? Yes, so it is parallel. Got it? Ready for the next one? Okay. Alright. How about we pick up the pace a little bit? Sound good?
I already got 15, 16, I'm good.
Alright, if you already started working on 15, then you can make sure you check your answer with what I put up here. So 15, you have y equals x plus 3. Is this set up in y equals mx
No.
plus b?
Yeah.
No,
It is,
Ah.
I hate math.
okay?
Oh, wait,
What
wait.
is our m? What do you think, Martin?
3. Put your
What is our m?
1.
1. Right, it's that imaginary number. You're okay. It's that imaginary number in front of this x, which is 1. Simple, okay?
I know what the
Let's look at the next one. We have
Yeah.
y equals negative x
minus 5.
minus 5. Is this set up like this equation?
Yeah.
Y equals mx plus b? Yes. Someone else, Josh, what do you think? What is our m?
Negative
Mm.
1
Yeah, good.
Oh, I
Okay, that's it. We got our slope. Are these slopes 1 over 1, positive 1 over 1, and negative 1 over 1, are they the same?
No.
No.
No, they're not, right? Are they perpendicular? Are they negative opposites?
Yes.
Yeah, right? One's positive 1 over 1, one's negative 1 over 1, so they are what? Perpendicular.
Perpendicular.
I know, that's kind of a weird word to say, isn't it?
Perpendicular. I'll see it like that.
Say it backwards.
I see her.
Perpendicular. Alright, one more to do together. Okay? Everyone have this down?
Yes.
Good?
Oh, I even put it in
Alright, we have y equals 6,
I'm a lawyer for this.
x equals negative 1.
Kyra, you're not loyal.
Yeah, you did.
You're too
Lawyer.
corporate.
It's Billy.
Alright, this is gonna use some brain thinking, some brain power. What do you think this means?
Well, all you just do is put over 1 accent and you get the answer.
No, that's just making something up.
You're looking for the slope?
It's rigged.
So, when we talk about slopes, we're thinking about a graph, right? So let's just put a graph up here, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, let's just do 1, 2, 3, 4.
So you write this down.
Nope, this is just for, I want you guys to think about it. Okay. We're looking at a graph, we think about slope, right? There's rise over run, we've been talking about this forever, right? Y equals 6. Which one is our y axis?
One going up and down.
The one going up and down, this one, right? What is our x axis then?
The side to side.
Straight.
Okay, so if y equals negative 6, we're gonna put that on our graph.
Y
Is it-
equals negative.
Or y equals 6,
Positive,
sorry,
positive.
positive, thank you,
Right,
thank you.
up.
So we go up, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Probably go to the right one.
Okay, right, so that's gonna go all the way down. Let's use a different color to show you. So y equals positive 6, and that's a straight line down, right? X equals negative 1.
Go to the right.
You think we go to the right?
Wait, left.
Left, right? Okay, and this line's going straight across.
Yeah.
Are these lines parallel?
No. Perpendicular.
They are perpendicular because they cross right
Yeah.
here, right? So the answer to that is just perpendicular.
Wow.
That's it?
That's it.
Wow.
So if they give you a y and they give you an x, you automatically know that it's perpendicular because they are going across each other. Okay? This, you don't have to do this. This was just to show you guys how they're perpendicular. Okay?
Wait, for the little turkey thing on Tuesday, do you have to like,
What'd you say?
when you text it like?
I think it's on Monday.
I'm probably
Then,
I can look at it and give you an answer though.
what would your answer be, a parallel or perpendicular? If X and Y had them on the positive side. The dot was on the right side, which is positive, and the Y is positive also.
It's always going to be perpendicular unless you get, if you get x equals 6 and x equals negative 1, those are always going to be vertical, right? So if x equals negative 1, it's going like this way. Or x equals 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right? These are parallel. Is that kind of what your question was? Okay. Alright, so now you guys are looking at this page, and you guys are gonna do, let's do the first 2 lines, okay? So you have 6 problems altogether.
We're right here.
Yep, so the first, you're gonna do these three, there's colored pencils in the back, or crayons. If it is a parallel line, you're coloring it yellow. If it's a perpendicular line, you're coloring it blue. You do have to color, because it kinda gives you like the key.
Wait,
Wait, you're doing all of them?
Yellow and blue. Nope, just the first
Wait,
6.
I told the answers. I told the answers now.
Oh my gosh.
wait, it's matter about.
So just
I found
these
the answer.
first 6, okay?
That's all?
You know?
That's all you gotta do?
Yeah,
You would be able to
First
answer
six.
us.
There's a cup if you wanna grab some water. There's a water fountain right out the outside.
I believe the top one is yellow.
Is it?
Bottom one.
Yeah,
And then one down.
there's a cup if you wanna.
And the one to the right.
Okay. You need to do these 6.
Can I thank you for the answer?
What is that?
This is N. For crying out loud.
Thank you for the answer.
Don't be
Thank
sure.
I saw the.
If you guys have questions, I'm walking around, okay?
you for the answer.
Oh my gosh.
Well, that's what happens.
Wait, how many are we again? You have to show your work, so I'll know if you copied it. If you don't
Show
show
our
your
work,
You have to show your work.
there's no way we can fit it in the.
I have some extra sheets of paper if you want. You wanna put on an extra sheet of paper?
I give
Okay.
up.
Who, raise your hand if you want an extra sheet of paper.
I don't.
You don't, Josh?
I don't know.
I need you to show your work though. Okay? You can't just color
It's
it.
hard here. That's what it is.
Do we,
I'm not
do we have to
tired.
write that?
It gets hard.
Okay, well make sure you write it next to it. I wanna see what M equals next to all of them.
I need to make, it's not,
Anybody else want an extra sheet of paper? Oh, and did you say you wanted one?
Well,
Extra sheet of paper?
I already got one.
Already got one?
Oh, it is easy.
Martin, you
It is
good?
easy to do this.
Yeah.
Guys, we're not just coloring them and guessing. I need to see your work.
Wait, listen, isn't parallel this?
Parallel is, they never cross.
Yeah, okay, yeah, I think right.
You have to find okay, pause. Right now you guys are coloring. How to do this is you're gonna have to look at what is given. So if it's already in the form of y equals mx plus b, I want to see m. You guys need to show me what m is. If they're the same or equal, you color it yellow. If they're negative reciprocals or negative opposites, you guys color it blue. If it's neither, you keep it blank. But I need you to show your work, okay?
Wait, if it's neither, can you just do the
Nope, you just don't color it. You want an extra sheet?
Wait,
So,
Wait, so it's separate, right? There's both of them 3 over 1.
yeah, yep, so that's perfect. So you, good, you showed me what your M is, you showed me that it's parallel, now you color it yellow.
Yeah.
Yep. I just wanna make sure that you guys are showing your work, okay? Yes.
Hey, are we doing the whole 15?
Yes. Just kidding.
Well, it was Connor did the whole thing.
So are those the same? Are they
We're
negative
definitely
reciprocals, or is it neither? Good. Yeah. Alright, is this the first one? Are these set up in y equals mx plus b? Yeah, so what do? You have to pull out what? What's the next step that we did? You can look back at all your examples that we did. What's the next step? You pulled out your what? Your slope. So what is your m in the first one? M equals what? Just 3. Okay, what's in the second equation? M equals what? Just 3. Are those the same? Okay, so if they're the same, they are, yep, nice, that looks good. Let's just do it without music now, and then at the end, if you have some time, you can listen to music. You guys have about like 15 minutes left. Good over here? What, how do you know that those are, parallel? Just guessing?
No, because I saw your answers too.
Okay, well, I want to see how you know that they're parallel. What makes this parallel?
I set up an answer.
Are these equations set up in y equals mx plus b?
The bottom one.
So if the bottom one is the top one, y equals mx plus b. What do you think? Is y by itself? What's,
Yes.
I was gonna say, is there anything with y?
No.
No, so it's by itself, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so if y by itself, it is set up in y equals mx plus b. So what is your m?
3.
Good, so write m equals 3. I'll help you in a second there. Okay. Is y by itself in the second equation?
Yes.
Yeah. So y equals mx plus b, what is your m?
3.
3. Okay, so m equals 3. So now you have both of the slopes. Are the slopes the same?
With the
Are they negative?
like the
Opposites?
negative sevens, or with the.
You have 3 and 3. What are those? They're the same, right? They're equal. So when they're equal, that means they are, the lines are parallel. So that's why you color it yellow. Okay. We're not gonna guess, and we can't copy off our neighbors. You have to, I need to see the work, okay? So I know that you got that correct. Guys, if I don't see work with it, or I don't see your slopes, then you're not gonna get 100% on those problems, okay?
Stuck on.
Alright, I'm gonna talk to Cam, and then I'll be over, okay?
Right for the first one? Yeah, I saw it.
This one here. So, yep, m equals 3 over 1, m equals 3 over 1. So that's why they are parallel, because they are the same, right? Alright, what's the question? Did you rewrite it? Okay. So you subtract subtracted two x, good, so you're left with seven y.
But I did 7 divided by 2,
Or is that right here?
I get 3.5. But if I do
You
2
did-
divided by 7, I get a 8.
So that means it can't be reduced, right? So it's just what? No, so you divide it by seven, you get y by itself, divide by seven, divide by seven. So two divided by seven cannot be reduced, right?
So it's 0.
Is it negative? Oh, yes.
Well,
No, so it's just two over seven x, negative two over seven x. What's 28 divided by seven?
4.
So, plus four. Now is this set up like y equals mx plus b? Yeah. Does that help?
How do we get it?
Now you have to do the other equation too.
Okay, quick.
Alright, I'll be right over.
Question,
Yeah.
so, well, there's no like terms.
Correct.
So why are we made to do that?
So you're trying to get y by itself, right? So we need to get this two x to the other
So
side.
I'm saying it's minus 2x.
Yep, minus two x. This is 28, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I
Do
know
you
mine
need to
is
sharpen your pencil or do you need a new pencil?
probably both.
Do you wanna borrow one of mine?
I guess.
Miss, no, what happens if we don't?
Oh my
Miss, no?
You guys still have some
I
time.
mean, Miss,
You have 10 minutes.
Oh, you're Joe,
just recorded.
If you don't finish it, we'll collect it and we'll work on it next time we see each other.
On Monday.
Yep.
So if you're not 7-1.
I accidentally called you Miss, I mean,
No, wait.
Okay, hey, so you subtracted that by, negative two, or subtracted two x, make sure you do it to the other side too.
Yeah, but that's X is not X.
Right, so they don't combine, but you still have to get it on the other side.
I did that, but.
Yeah, it would be,
Okay.
always follow the instructions.
Great, okay, so good, you drop down seven y equals, you're left with negative two x. No wonder you have no pencil if you push so hard.
You have to do that.
No, I didn't.
That's way too long.
Right here, negative two x. What else is left up here? Plus 28. Is your y by itself?
Yes.
Y is by itself right
No,
now?
no, it's not.
Okay.
So divide by 7.
Yes? You know how to do it from here, right?
Yeah.
Okay, 1 second. Yeah, which one are you on here?
Excuse me.
What?
Okay, do you have to do anything to this y by itself? Okay, so what is your m for this first
That one,
equation?
that one, for the bottom.
Wait, no.
I can divide, but 2 divided by.
What is the equation here?
Yeah, negative.
This one here?
Yeah,
Negative
Yeah,
7
yeah.
over
It's
2.
2 over 5.
Is that positive?
Are these the
On the
same?
bottom.
No, because of the negative. Are they negative reciprocals, negative opposite? No. So if they're not parallel and are not perpendicular, they're neither. Okay? So you just don't do anything to it. Doing good, Josh? Okay. Which one is it? Well, which one here? Okay. So good, you subtracted two x, you're left with seven y equals negative two. Because you forgot the x. Okay, it does matter.
Yeah, it's supposed to
So now you're left with seven y equals negative two x plus 28. Now what do you do?
Wait, this on.
Well, you gotta figure, that has to be correct before you move over.
Are we just doing the first 2 rows?
Yep, the first two rows,
Almost done.
you done? Negative two over seven x, because those can't simplify. What's 28 divided by seven?
4.
Yep. So what is your
M
slope?
equals negative 2 over 7.
Yep,
And how many the other one have?
so then you have seven x minus 2y equals 4. So you subtract 7x, good, you're left with negative 2y equals negative 7x plus 4 divided by negative 2 divided by negative 2. So y equals negative 7 over negative 2. It can't be simplified, but what's in negative? Positive, so it's just 7 over 2. No, it's just 7 over 2. And then what is positive 4 divided by negative 2? So what is your slope or your m from this equation? 7 over 2. Are these the same? Negative 2 over 7 is the same as 7 over 2? Good. Because they're negative reciprocals, right? I'm gonna hop on. I need you to try before I
I
help you,
have been
okay?
trying.
Okay.
Wait, so, what am I supposed to do with such a, I think there's supposed to be decimal units.
Nope.
Yeah, but there is. Cause it's.
Negative 2 over 7, can it be simplified? No, it cannot, so you just keep it.
Oh, it's
So-
what, I didn't get taught that.
Yeah, if we can't reduce it, we're just gonna keep it, it can't be reduced. The only time it changes in what we're doing right now is when it can be reduced, but it can't be.
Why, no one's told me, but, okay, fine. So I got it now, so y equals, we have 2 over 7x plus 4.
Boom. Good. What's your m, what's your slope?
Negative 2 over 7.
Good. And then you're gonna have to do the same thing with the other side and find your slope. Sound good?
Yeah.
Okay. You're gonna have the same situation where you're gonna have to figure out if you're supposed to keep it the same or if it can be simplified, okay? So you forgot what to do, what do you mean? What are you thinking when you look at that? What's the first thing you think? What's the thing that I said so many times up there that I, what? What did I say up there so many times, I'm like, it's gonna be ingrained in your brain? What's the first thing? Does that equation look like what?
Oh, yeah, why,
Does this equation look like y equals mx plus b? Is y by itself? So it is, it does. So what's the slope? No, I want you to pull out the slope of this. M equals what? You can put it right next to it. M equals what? What does M equal here in the second equation? What does M equal here? Just, does M equal MX? No, M is just 4. Okay? So M equals 4. Are those the same? Are they negative reciprocals? One's negative 1 over 4 and the other one's positive 4. What? You're just guessing,
No,
Kim, and
wait,
you're looking
you
for me
just,
to give you an
you
answer.
just said.
Are those the same? Is negative 1 over 4 and 4 the same? No, okay, so they're not parallel, right? Is negative 1 over 4, is one negative, one positive? If one of these slopes negative and is the other positive, okay? Are these the opposite of each other? Right, because they are negative opposites. Yep. So you kind of have to like do that in your head, you have to go through, are these the same? No, okay, check that off, not that. On to the next thing, okay? Instead of just guessing. Cause when you go to take this on a test or something, I'm not gonna be here to say yes or no. Make sense? Okay. Yeah. You guys have about like 5 minutes, let's work on it
I'm
for 3 more
almost done.
minutes, and then you're gonna put your stuff away, okay? Which problem is this? So, which one are you starting with?
I finished it.
Okay, let me see. Y equals x, so plus 5, good, y equals. Can 1 and 5x be connected? Can they be combined though? Are they like terms? 1 and 5x, are they like terms? No. So you can't add them together. So if they can't be combined, then what do? No, you just put in 5x plus 1, right? They cannot be combined, that's it. What is your m? Yep. Do you know why though, Connor? Do you know why they can't be combined? How come? Okay, so we can't combine things that are not like terms. X, good, subtracted x, so you're left with negative 5y equals negative x plus 30, good, divided by negative 5, so negative, what's a negative divided by negative? Positive. So this is just 1 over 5x plus, or minus 6, good, so what is your what's your slope from here? What's it?
Wait, this one.
1 second. Are these the same? Okay, so they're not parallel. Are they negative reciprocals? Is this is positive 5, this is positive 1 over 5. Are they, is one negative, one up, and one positive? No, they're both positive, so can they be negative reciprocals? Is one positive, one negative? So it would be what? It's not parallel, it's not perpendicular, it is, yep.
Wait.
I think that you're disgusting.
Wait. So is.
Alright guys, I'm gonna collect these, so if you use an extra sheet.
Oh my god, this is so hard.
No,
To know which one is parallel or perpendicular.
It's not hard. I realize.
Mr. Positivity!
Wait.
Alright, I need to collect this, you guys need to put your binders away, put your calculators away. If you borrowed pencils, if you borrowed,
Wow, this
yeah,
green is the new color for Beaver, by the way, now.
green is the what?
The new color for Beaver now.
Nice.
It's Jedi color.
If you guys borrowed pencils, if you borrowed colored pencils, I need you to put them away, okay?
What's with this camera?
That's my, oh here, I'll move it.
Nice green.
You sound recording or something.
I was. Oh.